I think the fearless approach of the England team was really interesting in the second test at Vizag. Obviously, he had a fantastic first test match win, but then chasing 400 in India is a 1% chance, if that. It's virtually impossible. So to hear Shubman Gill say it was 70-30 before England came out to bat was a really interesting mindset, because I can't think of any other team worldwide going in to chase 400 that would have been given even a 5% chance. So that just proves the mentality of the England team is affecting the opposition and affecting our fans in such a positive way, because our fans genuinely believe that, okay, if one guy gets in and gets 100, we can chase this. So it's such a positive thing for cricket, and great fun to be an England fan. Jasprit Bumrah is a phenomenal bowler, one of the best I ever played against, one of my favourites to watch. He has a unique action, so he swings the ball away, swings the ball in at genuine pace. He's got a devastating Yorker, as we saw against Ollie Pope, where he blew all his stumps out the ground. And he's a once-in-a-generation bowler, to be honest. He's struggled a bit with injuries, of course, but he's a bowler that's been able to do it in all three formats. And he's a sort of bowler that deserves to win something at the international level as well, whether that's the World Test Championship, T20, ODI World Cup. He won't be around forever, so he wants to strike in the next few years, and he's one of those bowlers that does deserve to lead his team to a trophy. The transition into media work, when you have to critique what you're watching, there obviously are some challenges with that, but I don't see that as a big problem. I think, as a player, I experienced some criticism from the media, but I always was understanding of it if I thought it made sense or was said with knowledge behind what was being said. I never enjoyed criticism when it was just thrown out there to get headlines. So I think for me as a pundit, I try and take that on board, and yes, if I have to criticise, that's not a problem, but as long as it's something I genuinely believe in and hope that the player can improve and get better on, I won't just throw criticism out if there's no substance behind it. So I think one line I try and keep in my mind very early doors in my commentary career is never forget how hard it is to play the game, and if I hold that as a core value, then my criticism should always be well levelled. I'm very new to commentary, and obviously there's a lot of commentators I really admire. I'm still trying to find my route and my style of commentary. I think the ones I really admire are the ones who are authentic to themselves and commentate and speak in a style that is true to them. Obviously you have the Mike Athertons and Nasser Hussains, who are some of the best in the business. I've always loved listening to Ian Bishop when he speaks. I think he is a superb commentator and picks the moments to lift his voice, and also picks the moments to give great detail on players. But I don't want to just mention a couple, because there are so many that I really admire throughout the whole game, and I think everyone evolves through periods of time, and I'm obviously still very young in my career.